Sheely looking to post another win. So far has 8 victories on the season. On the other side, Parisius will look for his first. Loyola starts out with the ball, moving from left to right. We're underway at SU Soccer Stadium between the Greyhounds and the Orange. Syracuse set into its formation as Loyola has the ball going forward. We spoke with coaches before this contest and thinking about how this match would play out to see if the physicality would really take its toll. So far, ball swelled on that far side, but Syracuse and Loyola probably some of the grittiest teams in college soccer. They commit some of the most fouls in their own conferences.
Yeah, and not some of the most fouls, but the most fouls in both conferences. Syracuse leading the ACC with the most amount of fouls, and then Loyola win the Patriot League.
So that's evident of Syracuse's press on that far side. The Orange win the ball back. Booster Schoberg mans the defense as he's done the entire season. The anchor point of the back three. Here's Opoku on the ball, taking a touch. The Ghanaian rolls it back, and it's outside with Jonah Leibold.
And something with that pass out to Leibold right there, is with the 3-5-2 formation, Syracuse really tries to widen the field with those wing backs.
Olu Oyegunle with the throw in. Opoku settles it down past 3 different players. Toe poked out wide with Singleman. Noah Singleman into Levante Johnston at the top of the box. Intercepted by Loyola. They could look to break. It's early in this contest. More white shirts flood forward. As the pass is initiated. Gianni is finally called back behind the line. You have to wait for him to touch the ball before the flag goes up.
And another thing with that 3-5-2 formation is with only 3 Syracuse defenders in the back, it's really reliant on the wing backs to make those quick transitions. You got to be in really good shape to get back on defense.
Schoberg chops the ball forward, flicked away by Thomas Gray, and Levante Johnston, a Seattle transfer, can't shrug his way past pressure. The ball's finally settled, then reversed the other way. And Curdy settles down for Syracuse. Schoberg with Kaczewski. One of 2 pivots in this midfield. You mentioned how the wingbacks are so important, but also those holding midfielders as well.
In order to do that formation, you have to have a lot of trust in the center midfielders as well as the keeper on the other side of the field.
Freed up by Baselli, now out wide with Leibold. He's one-on-one on his favorite left. Cross looped inside on the far post. And Levante Johnston has the first.
Levante Johnston was in the right place at the right time, waiting for that keeper for it to stumble out of his hands, and he was right there for that rebound.
Less than 3 minutes into this contest, Johnston on the back post.
Leibold made a great cross there. It went straight to Parisius right there, but luckily Johnston was right there to get that save and to get that in the goal.
So Syracuse ahead 1-0. Johnston off his right leg, with desperation, just trying to heave that ball in.
He made that back post run, and with the other wing back on the right wing, he was there instead.
So Levante Johnston, one of the leading point getters for Syracuse, along with Nathan Opoku, catches up with his 4th goal of the season. 2nd on the team for that dynamic front 2 head coach Ian McIntyre has.
This is actually his 1st goal since September. So like Keelan Swales on the opposite side of the field, it's been really hard for him to get another goal in the net until today.
Baselli with a challenge in from behind. Loyola gets the restart here with a free kick just past midfield. Gray lofts it to the left side of the field. Kaczewski's racing forward. He's slid down near the end line. Strong play tracking back by Richie Nichols.
Kaczewski, one of the most physical players in the midfield for Syracuse. He did have a red card against UVA not too long ago, but the physicality is really there for the Orange because of him.
That matchup against Virginia was Syracuse's first loss of the season here at SU Soccer Stadium. Here's Baselli breaking between the lines to Sinclair, to the front post. It's Opoku for the 2nd. Just like that, Syracuse up 2-0.
There's another play, great play by Syracuse coming in from across over to the center forward. And Opoku was right there again, like the first goal. It came out wide for the open pass, but then he tried to get into the midfield, and Opoku with that great tap in past the keeper.
Nathan Opoku with his 6th goal of the season for Syracuse. Coming into this contest, 3rd in the ACC at points with 14. Now tacks on 2, up to 16 points on his total.